course. Let's go.
Number 1, what is your answer?
Yeah, open the file. It's A.
Letter A, good homework to describe use, and already we have explanation to support it. People could read and write, so widespread. Correct?
Yes, sir. Second, I chose A.
Choose A, correct, good homework.
Yeah. For third, I put D.
Number 3, you must read again.
D. It's not mimic.
Is for mimic? No. All of these, it's verbs. While the principal, chief, and cabinet official did what to those laws? Do what for the subject,
Implement.
verb, those rules. So implement because they put it into practice. How? By devising policies and administrating. So devising and administrating, it means they put the laws into practice. That means not presume, of course, improvise. Because all of these negative points, it means guessing. Mimic, it means to copy, imitate. Improvise, to guess without evidence. Presume, just like to suggest. But how? They did it already.
Yeah.
Because he said the council generates laws regulating the aspects. So it's done. Feel it? And already we have by. So it's happened. How to be guessing letter A.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Okay, the fourth one is C.
Number 4, C. Try again.
Try again. Okay.
Let me help you.
Yes, please.
Follow the rules. What is the rules? If you found the adjective, you must find what does it describe. Describe web of relations. What is the explanation after calling and before calling? He said in the addition is intercropping system. Intercropping is like intricate, complicated to understand. As he mentioned, maize provides squash vines cover. And here again, a lot of details and the beams aid. So intercropping system means it's intricate, complicated to understand. Decipher, it means, decipher just like to understand something. He said in, but he didn't mention that they don't understand this web. Wrong. Obscure
Yeah.
means unclear or ambiguous. But how? They didn't mention that. There's no evidence about it. Can you imagine? The problem about the word ornamental. Ornamental means it's about decorations. It does not say that it has a decorative purpose. Where is the ornament in at all? Not supported. That's why. The intercropping system, it helped me. Because he said intercropping system form the subject and then verb form what? This part. So find subject, verb, object, and what does the adjective describe can help you. And the language of the web. Web, just like interconnected, intricate relations of something. So connected. That's right.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Okay, number five, I chose B.
5B, correct. Good target.
Okay. Number six, C.
Says C. No, let's
Oh,
read again. The same point.
okay.
Find the subject. Find the verb. Find the object. Now, the object, it is sentence. Historians do what about late 19th century household United States experience? They surmised country. Of course, here C and D wrong. There is no submission. Surmised. What means surmised? Means formed an idea or an assumption with little evidence. Be careful about this word. Is to form an idea with little evidence, weak evidence. So some economic historians guessed that. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
But look for the next. Economist, however, showed. However, here it tells you this idea opposite to that. Historians guessed, but economists proved. A close look at the available data disproves this supposition. But what was explaining here? Supposition. And supposition means surmised. But what
Yeah. Okay.
contrive? If you know contrive, you will catch it. Contrive means to create something but through trick. You know when you plan something through tricks?
Yeah.
So this is means is a play tricks with the economy and experiences does not make sense. Again, look, they assume this is proof that assumed. يبقى surmise means to assume or to form an idea or to guess or to conjecture. You know, conjecture. Conjecture, common word from the vocab I send you. That's
Yeah.
so Nabi. Number 7.
Okay. Yeah, let me correct this. Okay. Number seven, I chose A.
7A, we need to read again. Follow the same rules. Adjective,
Okay.
describe noun. Calling, explanation. Let's read.
Okay.
Now let's go.
Is it D?
For letter D, what means interchangeable? Means capable of being used in one another place to change. You know, it changes the positions. But he didn't mention the influences could be used in one another.
Mm.
So what explained here? Let's find evidence. Did he mention that it's unknown? No.
No.
Did he mention that influence complete each other, complementary? It's a supplemental to something else?
No.
No. So you said no. So disparate. And what means disparate? Different, dissimilar, distinct influences, different influences. What are they? Look, classic European portraiture and then the American pop different. It's vivid, last time. The intertribal blending style. So different styles. Yeah, different influences. So the work derives its power from different or through different influences. That's why. So different influences affect this work. If you don't find the correct, prove the wrong. Find any evidence. You don't. No, don't. So letter C. If you don't know. Not. But remember the meaning. Number 8.
Okay. I chose B.
And beats correct.
B means like small amount, right?
Yeah, it's similar to the word poor, poor. So just poorness of something, lack of something, positive.
Okay. Sir, how can I like learn um words like this? Because I feel like whenever I read, like for example, let's say the word in letter D, it's very hard. I don't know the meaning of that word.
For letter D is the easiest word in English. Do you imagine?
Apple is easy, sir.
Very, very easy. You must study the
Uh,
Latin. Did I send you the Latin roots? Not yet?
you sent me.
Yes, that is. Now, let me tell you, look, any word that has very and Latin roots means facts. And simile, similitude, similar. So similar facts. Are we talking that there is similar facts in the studies? Similar in appearance, for example, in facts and shape, there's similarity? No.
Mm,
Or similarity, similitude, like appearance of truth, similar truth. Find any evidence about that. But lack of studies, the effect on, in, below, such as.
yeah,
Catch it? Yes. That's why easy. Conduct. Any word that has duct means you produce something, you do something. And the con, something happened between people. That's why research happened between group of the team. So they conducted together.
yeah,
Oh, city, similar sound of poorness. So similarity in the sound can help you. You see profusion, fusion in language, science, that tells you about the meaning.
yeah,
If you know, like great abundance of something fused in science. So give a lot of ideas, give a lot of amount. This can help you. Memorize the Latin roots, you will finish all the English. Believe me.
yeah.
Number 9.
Number 9, I chose D.
Letter D correct.
Okay.
Number 10.
Number 10, I chose A.
Shows A. No, it's
Oh,
letter C.
it identifies a problem that Nance and colleagues have attempted to solve but did not.
Let's prove it.
Uh,
Underlined. Oh, it
yes.
identifies the problem. Does it say that we have a problem? Yes. They are much less confident about problem or not problem. That
Mm.
Nance and the colleagues attempted to solve but didn't. Next, did they solve it?
What's it?
He mentioned here identifies problem.
Yeah.
That here Nance and the colleagues attempted to solve but didn't. They didn't solve it. Is that mentioned?
Yeah. No, he didn't mention
Yes.
actually. No, no.
Look, he said they concluded this method could not sufficiently reveal, so they didn't. So the underlined identifies problem. And after that, they proved that it's wrong. This method could not sufficiently reveal. This means they didn't solve the problem. But that is the problem, that they are much less confident. Now we need to prove if that is correct or wrong. No astrophysicist and the colleagues recently investigated whether acoustic waves in the star could be used to determine, but then concluded this method not. يبقى letter C is correct. At least it identifies the problem. It does not explain how they work. The underlined only. It does not tell about the funding. The funding is at the end.
Yeah.
That's why. It does not talk about limitation or disadvantage or lack of the method. The underline does not tell us method. The method here investigated. Imagine. That's
Yeah.
why. So letter C. Number 11.
Okay, number 11, I chose A.
Wrong.
Mm.
Let's try.
Sir, can
True.
I try to solve this myself, sir?
Do it.
Okay, second chance. It's B.
So you think it's letter B. Why not to be D?
D?
Yes.
Sir, isn't 19 mature enough?
Let's see. Remarkably mature for her age. What means mature for her age?
Like, grown up, but still, like, grown up mentally. Grown up.
Yes. They mentioned here only, look, which qualified her, though it's only 19, to be the
Oh,
counselor of her mother, and enabled her frequently to counteract to the advantage of them all. Oh,
mm,
this is something nice. Feel it?
yeah.
In English, this word, we can pronounce it in three words. Mature. See, mature, like nature,
Yeah.
future, and you can say mature, mature. A British accent, mature, mature. Yeah, it has three ways of pronunciation spread between people. Yeah. So if you listen from people mature, no problem yet. But the common one mature. It's okay, as you know. Number 12.
Number 12, C.
Number 11, D. And number 12,
Number 12, C.
C. No, my friend.
Oh,
The main idea, let's try.
okay. Is it D?
Now, letter D correct. That's right. Although impractical, but it gives the benefits.
Mm.
That is proved at the end. That's why. So the effect is means the conclusion, and we have explanation after connect. So when we ask you about main idea, always focus on the first sentence and last sentence if the passage is difficult.
Yeah.
Number 13.
Uh, I chose C.
C is correct.
Okay, and for the next one, I chose A.
14A. No, my friend.
Mhm.
Let's try to complete the example. Let's read the example.
Okay. Is it A, sir?
Let me help you.
Okay.
In the example says female were found to be especially prominent. What means prominent? Big number. The number of the female farmers bigger than the males. Look, constituted the majority of farmers who cultivated. Now we need an answer to say to support that. As I told you, when we ask you information from the graph, it must be on the graph and be related to the text. Look for letter A.
Mm.
Most of the farmers who mainly cultivated cereal, the most of the farmers were mainly who mainly cultivated north and south were women. So this is correct.
Yeah.
So look for the cereals here. Look. Well, how about the black? So cultivated cereals and the most was mainly cultivated. So none. Look for this one. So this one is the most one. Wait. Look for C. Most of the farmers who mainly cultivated none the black. Look. Look for the black. Yes, in north and the south only were women. Strong or not? Strong. The black is the mainly one. Look for letter A. He said cultivated cereals and non-root vegetables. So you add low majority. But here focus on the highest majority only. Yes or no?
Yeah.
In the example, he didn't mention what type. He said specific types of crops. So it can be any crops, but it must be on the graph. So letter C more specific than A. That is the trap in this question. That this is one, it has the evidence. But this one, it has the specific evidence exactly, the highest number. So A is weaker than C. This happens in tests, by the way. Of course, equal, it was not equal because the majority and the prominent in the text. That's why. And here in the text, he didn't mention comparison. More women in central, mainly cultivated than. It's not direct to the context and the graph. That's why. So always be careful about the text more than the graph, by the way.
Yeah.
Number 15.
I chose C.
Correct. Number 16.
16. I chose D.
Letter D. Correct. Yeah, before we go too far, when you pronounce English, be careful about you see like ta plus sa. It's like chi, not d. When you say church, be careful ch. You see,
Church.
because this is sound the ch, your accent sometimes say ch when you pronounce d. You know it. That makes your
Oh,
pronunciation and accent so clear. That's why. So,
so like we say it like church,
yeah, a church. Yes. Ch.
church,
Yeah, that plus sha. That plus sha. But this is mistake
to church, church. Okay.
for accent. Number 17.
17. I chose A.
Letter A, no. Correct.
Oh my God, my heart almost broke.
Shock.
Number 18, I chose D.
Letter D, wrong. I'm not kidding, wrong.
Oh,
Let- Let's see about complete. Because I see sometimes you find it hard. It's so easy. Focus on the last sentence. He said that. What is that? The conclusion. So that subject and then verb imply what? So your answer related to the evidence. There is other evidence, however, supporting. What is it? See it? Let's
yeah.
read the beginning again.
Is it B?
Letter B because of the word originated and eventually
Mm,
reached, perhaps through trade or migration. There is no comparison, so is wrong. Have comparison. As I told you, when you read comparison in the answers, be careful. And the
yeah,
imply just like suggest what could be. So he gives us both the artifact dates and the 14th century CE founding date. So it tells you about the origin. See that?
yeah,
And he did mention the following, but people is wrong. Great. And of course, the damage he didn't mention about, do you remember this word? It comes in a test before. Inadvertently, less deliberately, less intentionally. But he didn't mention about damaging intentional by or not. There is no any word in the text about that. See that?
yeah, yeah,
Yes. And sometimes look, settlement was before around this time. So it tells us about the origin of it. So let it be stronger. How about 19?
19 I chose C.
C correct. And
20 I
the
chose D.
questions. Yeah, the voice A correct.
Yes. Number 21 I chose A.
Correct.
Number 22 I chose C.
22 letter C correct.
23 letter A.
Letter A wrong
Oh,
because you hate punctuation. Yes, I think we must keep a different, distinct session for punctuation. Follow the rules. What is the rules? Let's follow the rules. For semicolon, it must be complete before and after. Complete sentence, not fragment. Now check. Is before and after complete for letter full stop and semicolon? Let me help you. Full stop equals semicolon. If you found them in the answers and the same everything, past participle whenever past participle, both of them wrong. Right?
yeah.
Now we have a trap. Is it comma or not comma? Whenever subordinating conjunction. So the rule like that, complete sentence, subordinated conjunction, complete sentence, full stop, correct, without comma, comma, complete sentence, comma, fanboys, complete sentence, full stop, correct. This is subordinating a conjunction. Before complete, yes. How do you know? Very easy. An extra lap second is added. The second one. Imagine whenever time based on an lags, complete or not, subject verb.
Yeah.
So this is rules. So you should imagine it, but you must memorize all the subordinated conjunction. That's why. Let me remind you. Look, subordinated conjunction. Clause, subject verb complement, comma, second clause, non-essential information. Clause or not? Yes. That's why.
Yeah.
So next session, inshallah, we can study the sentence structure, the explanation without answering. But remind me, 24.
Yes, sir. 24A.
Yes,
25A.
25 wrong. Look, I told you hate
Sir,
25.
sometimes.
It must be letter C. As I told you before, however, from the transition words, any transition word in the middle of the sentence, we need two commas only. This is the beginning, and that is the end. So it's in the middle or not? It's in the middle. So we need two